Okay, I've got some fun information for you. On average, it takes from 18 to 255 days for a person to form a new habit and 66 days for a new behavior to become automatic. So if you try and incorporate exercise into your daily habit, then you will need to practice daily, because 43% of what we do every day is done out of habit. Every week, we release for you one video that covers either yoga flow, transitions, strength, core, and workout tips. So please hit the subscribe button to support this small channel so we can produce so much more content for you. Thank you so much. Om Namaste. Today we are going to work through some balancing. So balancing is really important for us in just everyday life. Freezing cold here in New Zealand today, -4 on my car this morning. So for you to be able to navigate slippery surfaces, balance is key. So we're going to work through balance, 3 particular postures. We're going to break them down and then we're going to flow them together. So enjoy. See you on the mat. I'm going to come on up to stand-in position, and hey, if you don't feel warm enough, what I want you to do is to pick one of these warm-ups to perform before we start, just so you know that you're nice and warm, okay? So we're going to start gently in our tree pose. So tree pose, we're going to start gently down here. There's options on our tree. We can bring the heel up and give ourselves some balance here. Hands are on the hips. Try to make sure that you're not hitching your hip up too high. Level through your hips, level through your core, and level through your shoulders. Now we like to come into a prayer position through the center. Fix your eyes on something that's nice and still and doesn't move. So there's options on tree to come up a little bit higher, bringing that balance in a little bit more. You come against your calf. Now, if you feel that that's okay, we could come up a little bit higher. Now, I want you to avoid just pushing in on this knee joint, because we want to look after the joints. You might want to come up a little bit higher. So we're opening our hip here in our tree pose. The knee comes out nice and strong to the side. We're not pushing over too far here. We're straight in our body, pushing the foot to the leg to the foot, and then gently float the arms up if this feels good. If your shoulders are tight, we open the arms here and we hold. And releasing down gently. Let's come to the other side. So just inquire with yourself how you feel from one side to the other. Line your foot up in a nice strong foot line, pressing your heel in. You can bring your foot down a little bit more, giving yourself bigger surface area. So this will compromise your balance straight away. So you're off one side rather than here, okay? Coming in, so the proprioceptors start to work in the ankle and the foot. And then we come up. So we want all those little tiny muscles to talk to each other. Squeezing in, making sure the hips are tall, the shoulders are down. Maybe this is a good idea to do in front of a mirror if you can. Or we come up that little bit higher. So we're using tree to come in. Now push foot to leg to foot, and press strongly into these hands. And then we'll rise gently up. So the minute you start to move your hands or your eye gaze, you might wobble a bit more. So just be patient with yourself and open the arms and lengthen, and then releasing gently back down and let it go. Good. So that's our tree pose. So remembering that we push some tension from leg to foot, foot to leg, that helps us stay and maintain that beautiful, strong midline. The next posture we're going to work through here is star. So the same thing, we're going to start with a great, nice straight foot coming out. This is an open posture, so we're lifted nice and tall. Once again, the foot can be on the ground. So we're still asking a bit more of our balance, because we're not down here, we're up and lifted. The hands are coming up and over. And then option on a little bit more energy in your star pose, we come out here. Starting to lean a bit more over here. And then possibly, so I like to cue to reach to the 4 corners of the room here. Lift, lift, lift. And then bring it back down. So you're really anchoring into your standing leg, working into that hip, other side. Coming over, toe starts down, and do just come through stages here if you want to. This, you may want to just stay here and that's fine. Holding, and then you lift a little bit more, fixing your eye gaze on something that doesn't move, and a little bit more, and reaching up a little bit higher. Holding, core nice and strong, your belly draws into your spine, and then releasing back down and coming in. So these balancing moves are quite warming. We're opening up through the hips here. This one now, we're going to work on airplane pose. So once again, we're going to stand in on that one side, take the foot back. The arms are wide, this helps us balance. The foot stays down and we're leaning forward. From here, you might want to just lift the leg a little bit. So you're engaging in through your core. Soften into this knee if you can. That's going to use a little bit more of the muscle. Straighten up if you want to challenge your balance a little bit more. And then we start to tip into it. This is stronger, stronger, stronger in our airplane pose. And if you want to dive down a little bit lower, you can. Making sure you come out of it nice and controlled the way you went in. So the other side, landing in. So please make sure as you land into your foot, you start with nice even placement. Visualize the foot as a square and you've got good points of contact through each corner. Take the foot back, hands are in, hands on hips. So the foot stays down, the arms float wide. This helps our balance. Leaning in. So as you notice, my back is nice and straight. I'm not hunched over here. Okay, we want to stay strong in the core line and then lifting that leg just a little bit. Holding, soften into the knee or go nice and straight. Your choice here. Just ask your body what it needs, what it doesn't need. And diving in and coming back out. Good. So what I want to do now is I want to incorporate those three together. We're going to work into all of those three together on a moving balance sequence. So let's start with our tree. Tree pose might be down here or here. You choose where you want to be. Holding here. Settle in through your breath. Now as you move your body through, open out, reaching out and finding star. Holding, holding. And then we come through. Sweep the leg behind you. And nice and wide in through your airplane. And bring it in. Good. Now just know that you can come star. Still on moving. Star, tree. Out to star. Keep the toe down. And back to aeroplane and keep the toe down. Okay? So it's an easier or a harder route through. You choose. Landing in, coming up. Tree pose. You might be high or low. Try to avoid that knee. Pushing straight in, rising up. Opening up. Soften the shoulders. Peeling away. Finding star. And sweeping the arms wide, the leg back, and coming in through airplane. And release. So you're going to go one side then the other. We're going to continuously move. So I want you to probably think about putting on a nice tune that you love to listen to. And we're going to come through all of these moves in a really lovely, easy tempo. Tree pose. Holding, floating, float out, 2, 3, 4, and back, 2, 3, 4, bring it down and up, 2, 3, 4, float out. I would sing to you, but that probably wouldn't get us anywhere. Sweeping forward, 2, 3, 4, and up, 2, 3, 4. There you go. So 3 fundamental, easy standing balances to practice, and then your choice to thread them through into each other. Please enjoy. Please add or leave any comments and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Namaste.